has been a historic day here in Samaguri. And the day turned out exactly what we had anticipated. It was quite an exciting day. We knew that it would be a close contest, but soon the close contest was towards the end of the counting rounds. It further widened into a huge margin, and that is exactly what happened. Diplu Ranjan Sarma sealed the victory in Samaguri. Rakibul Hussein's fortress, which seemed impenetrable from the outside, has finally been conquered. With this, BJP has finished off, has definitely done away with the myth that they cannot perform in minority-dominated areas. Because this now BJP is going to approach the 2026 assembly elections with a new vigor and with this new hope that many more areas, many more constituencies will choose them for the work that they have done during their tenure in Assam. Today's counting trends, initially we saw that there was neck-to-neck contest and in several rounds, in the initial several rounds, we saw that Tanzil Hussain had actually taken a lead. Although the lead was not very huge, it was actually quite small, considering that it is Samaguri where his father, Rakibul Hussain, used to take massive leads by 20,000 or 25,000 votes. But here Tanzil could only take leads by 5,000, 6,000 or even 1,000 and in a couple of rounds it was just around 500 or 600. So definitely that showed how the mood of the voter had changed during this elections. Also we came to know that BJP had managed to secure about 40% votes in those blocks of Samaguri where it is more than 80% minority voters. So that definitely shows how much of a change has come among the voters, because earlier BJP could barely manage between 10 to 15% in those particular blocks. But this time, from what we have gathered from our sources, from the poll observers, the polling agents, they have said that in those particular blocks, BJP has managed around 40%. And obviously, after the 6th and 7th round, the tables turned completely, because in those last rounds, it was then that Diplu Ranjan Sarma started taking a lead, and with each count, the lead gradually began to increase. So definitely, today it has been clean sweep for BJP in Assam, 5 out of 5 seats, but definitely the icing on the cake has to be Samaguri. The victory at Samaguri today has been historic. First, you have BJP conquering the fortress, the so-called impenetrable fortress of Rakibul Hussain, which he had held since 2001. And on top of that, now perhaps nobody will be able to say that BJP cannot perform well in minority-dominated areas. So definitely, this is a paradigm shift. This opens up whole new possibilities for the BJP ahead of the 2026 assembly elections. Priya.
Right, Joydeep. So BJP's Diplu Ranjan Sharma's victory in Samaguri signals a big transition in the voting pattern, isn't it?
Absolutely, Priya. This also shows that people value work, people value performance over gimmicks and rhetorics. Because during these elections, during the campaigning, the campaigning had become rather polarized. It is now almost needless to say, like there were several incidents of pre-poll violences. On top of that, very polarized politics we saw being done from the Congress side. In fact, there were instances when Rakibul Hussain used to carry an LCD screen with him during campaignings in various minority-dominated areas, and he used to show to the people clips from eviction drives the government had conducted against illegal encroachers, calling it as oppression of the minority. However, in those very blocks where he had put this kind of campaigning, this kind of polarization tactic into use, it was from these blocks that BJP managed to get around 40%. So that definitely shows that the people have understood that since BJP is in the center, BJP is in the state government as well, it is only wise to choose the BJP in Samaguri as well, so that some development can come in, because ever since we had reached Nagaon, we had got a lot of feedback from people that people in a lot of interior villages, they're very unhappy with the tenure of Rakibul Hussain, because little to no development had taken place in all these years. So people were clamoring for a change, and that what we exactly got to see today. Definitely this is a very, very historic moment, watershed moment, something that is going to affect BJP's prospects in the 2026 assembly elections in quite positive ways, Priya.